Good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. I just want to go over a couple reminders before we jump into today's lesson about long division. Please, if y'all have any questions on anything you've been learning, let me know. I will send you extra information, try to help you go over whatever it is, or if I need to, I can make a video like this with some notes. I can go over any problems you're having, so maybe if you had a question on a certain problem on Essential Ed, you can send it to me and I can help you work through that one if you need to see the work from someone else. Also, if when you are working on Aztec, if you are working on Aztec, please make sure you're doing the pre-tests for Essential Computer Skills and the sections in Ready for Work. If you get an 80% or higher on those pre-tests, you don't have to do the lessons. If you don't get the 80%, you can do the lessons that are not waived and do the post-test after you've done those lessons. If you get an 80% or higher on the post-test, you're done with that section. Same thing if you did that on the pre-test. If you don't get the 80% or higher on the post-test the first time, you might want to go through the lessons or go through a lesson or two again and try it again, or you might want to just give it another go. Maybe you were really close the first time, and when you get some different questions, maybe you'll get it. For the financial literacy section in Aztec, please make sure you are doing the drills. That one doesn't have post-test, so before you go in and start doing the lessons, make sure you go through and try the drill. If you get 80% or higher, you don't need to do those lessons. If you don't get that, just make sure you go through the lesson and try it again. If you have any questions on Aztec or Essential Ed, please let me know and I'll do my best to help. So for today, we are going to go over long division, and coming up next week, we're going to go over doing the operations with decimals. So for long division, this is when we've got a bigger number divided by a smaller number. So maybe we've got 2,529 divided by 9. Now, for me, I couldn't do this in my head, so I would need to do long division. Some people just have it like that, and maybe they can, but I think most people can't. So what I do to set up my long division is I make my little long division sign, and then I put my bigger number, or my first number, always goes inside the sign, so 2,529. And then my second number goes outside the sign. And now I can work out my long division problem. So I start by looking at every number, comparing my outside number by that. So first off, I'd say, can 9 go into 2? No, 9 can't go into 2. So then I look at 25. Can 9 go into 25? And it can. It goes into 25 twice to get 18. So we do 25 minus 18. And then I'm gonna do my borrowing just like with subtraction. 15 minus 8 is 7. And then our 1's cancel out. Now looking at this, I know I did the right thing because 9 cannot go into 7. So I need to bring down my next digit from the lineup. 9 can go into 72, and it goes in 8 times without going over. And 9 times 8 is 72. So I'm going to subtract 72 from 72 to get 0. And then I'll bring down my last digit from the lineup. And 9 can go into 9 one time. And 9 times 1 is 9. And we're left with a remainder of 0. So 2,529 divided by 9 is 281. All right, let's do another one. What if I had 600 divided by 15? Now, some people might just do this one in their head, but again, I'm not doing multiplication or division like this in my head, so I'm gonna do my long division. My first number, my 16, is going in my long division sign, or my 600, and then my 15 is going outside. 15 can't go into 6, but 15 can go into 60. And 15 goes into 60 4 times. 15 times 4 is 60. And we subtract and we get 0. And then I could bring my 0 down, but that doesn't give me anything to do. So what I actually do here, when I have nothing down below to add to that 0, I can just bring my 0 up. 15 goes into 640 times. And then we can kind of, how we might have done this in our head is we might have said, okay, I know 15 times 4 is 60. So 15 times 40 would be 600. Adding that 0 there. Okay, let's do another one. What if I had 3,852 divided by 12? Gonna do the same thing I've been doing. My 3,852 goes in the long division sign, and then the 12 goes on the outside. And I really wanna specify that the front number goes inside and the second number goes outside. Because sometimes when we're dealing with decimals, the first number may not always be the bigger number. So I just want to make that clear from the start. That way, when we do get into decimals, we're thinking the right way. So looking at this, 12 can't go into 3, but it can go into 38. And it goes into 38 3 times because 12 times 3 is 36. When we're doing this, we don't want our number to go over because we don't want to subtract a negative number. That'd throw our whole problem off. So 38 minus 36 is 2. And we bring down our 5. 12 goes into 25 2 times. 12 times 2 is 24. And we'll subtract. 5 minus 4 leaves us with 1. And we bring down our 2. And 12 goes into 12 1 time. 12 times 1 is 12. And we have a remainder of 0. There's a few things we could do if we did have a remainder, and we'll look into that next week when we deal with decimals. I'm going to go ahead and call that good for today on the examples. If anyone has any questions over long division or anything they've been working on, please let me know. And remember to do your drills or pre and post tests on Aztec. Y'all have a good week, and I will talk to you at your check-ins.